everyone, I'm Alexandria Richard.
And I'm Amy June.
And we've decided to talk to you guys about women and the kitchen. And this is a recurring concept in Stephanie Otta's book, Everything Good Will Come. Since we didn't get to discuss this in class, we're going to discuss it in this video. Anytime the main character of the book didn't like the idea that a woman's place was in the kitchen, because she's seen a lot of women in her life slaving in hot kitchens and taking care of men that seldomly showed gratitude. Eventually, even when she got married, she made a rule in her house that no woman could serve her husband while they were in her house. I personally hate being in the kitchen, serving a plate to a man, the whole nine. I feel like if you have two hands, you can make a sandwich the same way I can. So grab a knife and some mayonnaise and hit that bread up. So basically, I definitely identify with Tanita's character. One of the biggest norms, expectations, and stereotypes about women is that we all know how to cook and cater to our men. So we'll call this concept the kitchen.
It is believed that the kitchen has always traditionally been the woman's space in the house. The woman has been responsible for preparing the food, cleaning, caring for children. The man's traditional role was to earn money to keep the household afloat. Since the men went to work every day, it was therefore the woman's job to take care of the household duties while he was gone. This represented a good wife. A good wife would prepare a meal ready for the man when he got home. She would also coordinate the children's activities, send them to school in the morning, pack their lunches, supervise their after school activities, and then put them to bed at night. I believe that men and women should have a right to pick their societal roles because women have the same ability as men. We shouldn't be given certain tasks because of our sex. Being born with a vagina doesn't make you genetically good at cooking. So for our presentation, we interviewed some of our friends and asked them a few questions, basically to get their express ideas and opinions about women in the kitchen.
I'm gonna say yeah, because, women know how to throw down more. Men is just, you send him in the kitchen to cook you something. Don't be mad when he come back with, a frank and a boiled egg. Talking about, it's a 5-star meal right here, baby. This is what we do. And I just think, women just cook better.
Honestly, I don't agree with that because there's so many guys who can cook better than me. They're professional chefs that are men. And, honestly, why should a woman be there more than any other man if they can do it better? If he wants to cook, he can.
No, because it makes men feel entitled to something that they're not entitled to. I feel like both should be in the kitchen, like both should be required to work and both should be in charge of raising the children. It shouldn't just be one person trying to raise the children because that one person didn't enjoy the pleasure of making those kids. And that one person is going to enjoy the food, so both of them should cook.
No, I think everything should be basically 50-50. Like, we gotta put in work too. Sorry, fellas.
Well, historically in Native American tribes, the men hunted and the women stayed home. So I guess if you're not hunting, you had to cook. So I guess it kind of stemmed from that. And probably stemmed from other cultural aspects that are now outdated. So it should have changed by now, but
I'm gonna say, probably passed down generation to generation. Women felt that their place was the kitchen because of the man. The man felt that that's what women was supposed to do, and that's what they was good at while they, make the money.
Obviously, traditions. Women were always the child bearers. They would have to take on the role of taking care of the children, and they assumed that if they're at home taking care of the kids, it's just as easy to cook too for the whole family. Which now doesn't really run true since women are CEOs, they work in big firms, they have jobs, they're teachers, they're doing things, and they're not always at home and they don't always have the time. Also, they're dads who stay at home and take care of the kids now.
Yeah, I make some Hot Pockets, mad mean with the microwave and the cereal and whatnot, That's mad romantic.
I am an excellent cooker. I be cooking it up. I can cook everything. I'm a good cook. My food be banging. I do that.
Yes, I do. I love to cook. I enjoy it, but it's not because I need to satisfy someone else. I love cooking for myself. I do love cooking for people, and I love it when they like my food. But it's not because of some societal pressure saying, hey, you have to cook because you're this gender.
Yeah, I like cooking. Like, help score points to the ladies too, so I have no problem cooking at all. Have I ever felt pressure? No. Cooking is something I like doing. I have no problem with that.
No, I mean, I would just as likely tell the guy at the house to go cook me a meal when I'm tired as I would go cook it for him if he's tired. I think it's just who has the time to cook, and they should do it.
Yes, because growing up, I've always cooked. And growing up, everybody's like, oh, you gonna make some man a good wife because you be doing the cooking and the cleaning. Like, that's what's gonna define me. Like, if I ain't got nothing else going for me, at least I can cook and clean and make somebody a good wife. Like, that's what I aspire to be, is like cooking and cleaning like some Susie Homemaker. And I think it kind of hurts women because they feel like that's where they should get their gratification from. Like, oh, I'm a good cook, I'm a good cleaner, and that's all I have to do in my life, and everything else is going to be provided for me. But it's not right.
Yes, because she ain't gonna be living in my house forever, and not just my daughter. You know what I'm saying? My mom, just my kids in general. They gotta learn how to, take care of themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? As a female, you know what I'm saying? I would want her to know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, and you know what I'm saying? How she gonna survive if she can't cook? So,
Ain't nobody gonna make nobody a good wife, but he gonna make a good husband. What I want to know, like, is he gonna be cooking, cleaning? I get tired too. I be wanna come home and prop my feet up and put my slippers on and drink my beer. Like, what they be thinking? Like, all we want to do is cook, clean, and bust out babies. Like, we don't have nothing else to do with our life. Like, we don't want to do stuff. Let my husband say that he gonna be real friendly with a pack of ramen noodles and a pack of ground beef. Like, make it happen. Like, whatever meal you can make with these two things is what you have.
What you want, baby, I got. There's always a saying that women have to satisfy a man's hunger and they have to cook to get to their heart. All those weird sayings that I probably don't know properly because I don't care to know them. Because honestly, you could get to my heart through my stomach as well, just as easily as you could get to a man's. I guess I would have been pressured once, but that's by my parents who lived from a very traditional Bengali society. And honestly, I kind of got over that because I cook for myself or for my friends and families, no one else.
Society. Historically, men have made the rules and women follow them, and if the men say they want a woman that's cooking and cleaning, even if you want a man, you better be cooking and cleaning. You're just gonna be SOL.
Say the parents, generation, and always was there, ain't going nowhere. I mean, gotta teach your kids something. How about some fundamentals? And that's one of them.
So as you can see, there were a lot of different opinions on the kitchen. Some women don't mind cooking and catering to men, while some have reservations about it.
In the book, Anakin's best friend Cherry had no problems bringing the cook in her family and taking care of her man that she wasn't married to and who was with other women. She had no problem playing that role. Some men feel like women are naturally better at cooking, while some feel it's a 50-50 deal. And most people believe the pressures of a woman needing to know how to cook stem from both a sexist society and a historic oppression of women.
So basically, ladies, if you feel like cooking,
then do it.
But don't feel like you have to know how to cook or like to cook to be considered a normal woman. If you feel like making a sandwich for dinner,
do that.
If you feel like serving crackers and grape juice,
do that.
And even if you feel like never stepping foot in another kitchen again, it's your life, you do that. Hell.